Yo, yo, yo.
GM, Cryzo, are we live?
We are live.
We are live. Mxthaius, are you there? Dev, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here, GM.
Halima the healer, are you there?
Yes, hello, GM.
Alright, okay. Halima's here. I'm here. It's your boy Ninja. Cryzo's here. Mxthaius is here. Welcome to episode 24 of Mycelink Sundays. Wow, we've been doing this stream almost every single Sunday for just under half a year. However, not only is this episode 24 of Mycelink Sundays, it's the first ever Mycelink Sundays migrated onto Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, and on
Usually
Twitch
this
too.
Sorry, what?
It's on Twitch as well.
It's on Twitch, yes. So what did I say?
On Discord?
It's good.
Discord. Oh yes, sorry. We're on Discord and we are on Twitch, of course. You can now follow us. Follow us at twitch.tv/Mycelink. It's where you'll catch the replays. And you can get inside this free webinar by coming to our by coming into our Discord. So follow us at instagram.com/Mycelink. Click the link in the bio, and that's where you will find the free futures Discord. So Mycelink, we're a decentralized ecosystem of like-minded homies. As of time of recording, 22nd of March 2026, we are a non-legal entity, though that may change in future. Made a post recently, nearly 6 months of Mycelink. Yeah, it's been messy. Yeah, it's still messy. No, we're not a registered company, though that may change in future. Just a decentralized eco homies trying to help each other. Never sold anything to date. Gave out 30 hours of free long form. Cryzo helps enough people one-on-one for free, giving out free sessions, group sessions. He's on Telegram. Mxthaius giving out free dev game after a decade in dev. Halima healing one person at a time with meditations. And Ninja myself giving you free meme skills and macro outlooks. And big ups to Krog with his previous contributions in geopolitics. If you know, you know, and the data and the history is all there. We in this vision for life. Thank you to everyone who's been part of the journey, Mycelink, forever. Just iterate that nothing in this video is financial advice. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. Please do your own research. And if you're looking for anything in the financial or legal realm, we have some amazing partners. For example, if you want life insurance and all that good stuff, you want some accounting done, we got the connects. I think Cryzo said he's cool to start off this webinar with crypto futures, and then Mxthaius going to talk about dev. Then Halima is going to do health and wealth meditation, and I'm going to end with macro and meme coins. So Cryzo, you ready to take it over? Show them what you got going in the futures market.
Yeah, sure. Let me just. I wanna. Obviously, I'm not used to going first, right? So, just wanna pull up my CBM before I start, right? Not play his video, but I just wanna pull him up 1 second, guys. Okay. So, yeah. Well, welcome to Twitch. I just want to say, yeah, check this fucking beautiful little setup that I added myself. Just want to say, yours truly made this beautiful thing that you're looking at right now. Join our Discord for free signals. Sign up to BitUnix with the code Mycelink. Yeah. So currently we're on zero followers, right? Come on, guys. We need some of that attention, right? So followers help us out, and yeah, the donation button. Obviously, it's not needed, but it's always appreciated. And always feel free to comment, say whatever you want. We're probably going to be streaming a lot more often, but Sunday there's always a guaranteed stream at 5 p.m. So come on, guys. Right. So let's get into it. I don't know oh yeah, thing saying we're live. Right. Okay. So yeah, we had a big dump, guys. Big dump. Big dump. We all thought that we were gonna piss and keep going up. Obviously, we didn't, right? Because we were here around here. Wait, was it here? Let's go on BEC. Yeah, 90K. We were here, right? Extremely bullish, and then we crashed, right? So, but we're never hopeful. We kind of think that we're in a bear market, sorry. But as of recent, we've had an upwards trend. Although we had a massive crash recently due to not the 15 minute. Let's go on the hourly and turn this indicator off. Yeah, recently we had this big dump. It's because Donald Trump, Israel, Iran, Iran sent some missiles to Israel, killing over 100 people. Bing bang bosh. Which is crazy news. I don't think Israel really does get hit often. So, it led to Donald Trump being like 48 hours, guys, until you guys are getting wiped, apparently. So who knows what he's gonna do tomorrow? Whether he's gonna start sending atomic bombs or nukes or whatever, or it's just a false claim. Who knows? But either way, it would mean an instant dump for crypto because it's like usually when war starts and it's like a long term thing, it would result in a pump. But this is like a short term, nuke type scenario from what I'm starting to see. But do your own research, guys. Personally, I think that we'd get an instant dump down to around 58K, which is where I'm thinking we're gonna go. If this war starts to be really, really bad like it is. But expect to come with this, oil prices will surge. The more that Donald Trump says we're taking over Iran, the more oil is gonna start pumping. It's crazy stuff because, right, the way that works is like if people are thinking he's gonna take over Iran, people are thinking he's gonna take their oil, right? Do you get me? So, if they have their oil prices go up, it's like, oh, type shit, right? But yeah, once again, do your own research. I'm on the charts right now, guys. Yeah. So in terms of what I think is gonna go, we're probably gonna dump. But let's look at liquidity charts. Right now, we could be expecting a relief pump upwards. I want to show you this indicator liquidation bands. It's a good indicator. It shows you where a lot of people have been liquidated, which is right now. So, to be honest, I am kind of looking for entry soon. I'll be honest. But once we get a 15-minute indicator on this indicator that we made, bro, we made here at this fucking group, Mycelink, our developer Mxthaius cooked it up and it shows you exact reversals on the RSI. I want to show you the actual RSI first.
If anybody wants the indicator, join the Mycelink Discord, sign up with the Mycelink Bit Unix link, and then if we see you active, we might bless you with the indicator.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. But yeah, it's a good one. Obviously, we want you guys to have it, so let us know. Yeah, so these points show your possible pump. 15 minutes, this is a time to go, right? So just saying, I think I fucking missed it, I'll be honest. Why is this bugging? GM, who said GM? Ninja T said GM, indeed. More indicators. Sorry guys, I just need to sort this out. This is
Bring it
important.
back, man. We look so poor.
Yeah, I'm so what I swear I just had like 6 indicators on. Oh, it's already on. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh wait, no, it's not on. Bro, what's going on? You guys, man. This is the team's fault. I blame Mxthaius. Right, yeah, we could have caught this, but we didn't because we just started streaming. So, yeah. You use these signals to catch a high risk to reward, low risk, high reward, right? You'd aim maybe for something like this, right? Because it gives you the signal right at the bottom of the candle. So you partner up with the main RSI. You could use stochastic for it. You'd wait till it gets into the black, enter there, and then start to take profits and set your stop loss or break even. Obviously, be careful of fees. Big damage. I'd recommend using higher margin, lower leverage. Lowers your fees a lot. But yeah, target. And to be honest, I would do that and then leave runners so that you're keeping them in a swing. You know what I mean? Because the target really could be up around. So say trading ETH, you'd use the liquidity map to target key points. So 2100 is a good point. Big liquidity there. So if anything, since we kind of dried up a lot of this part, that is where we're going to be trying to go. I'm so fucking annoyed we missed this. Oh my days, man. Guys, how can we miss this? We might have to answer soon. But that was a 100% move, I think. But yeah. So in terms of price, I think personally long term, we can even look at the daily, right? The daily is telling us that we're gonna go down, right? And we are in a bear market in my opinion. So this is the top of the range, right? Obviously it blasted through the range, so it's kind of crazy that it touched up here, but it could be another liquidity sweep to keep it going down. However, there is a chance that we just bounce up here because this is a liquidity. It's part of the trend. You know what I mean? Like I said though, big chance that we go up because there's a bit of liquidity up on the 1 day, right? 7 day, however, let's give it a look. Same again, right? Big signs that we could be going up. So, right, my opinion is be ready to go mega long, right? However, be really wary that we can go even lower than this. You know what I mean? Because of the war and stuff like that, it can sink us to the bottom. Last time there was a war, it actually was bullish for crypto. However, we just seen a dump because of some war news. You know what I mean? So Discord news means that Mycelink to the moon. Oh, bro, I thought I was a hater, bro. Ninja, what the hell?
Said to the moon, man.
Yeah, we called it Discord noobs, bro. What do you mean?
It's
But
true,
yeah,
man.
guys.
Gotta be honest, transparent like the blockchain.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, big chance that we're gonna go run up. But be careful, be very careful, right? I would personally wait for Matthew CBM because he is the boss, the big boss, and could give us a really good review. The guy has been so fucking accurate with it, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong that he is doing. I think there's a few things that I need to learn. But you know, we've pretty much got it too. Like we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Yeah, I personally start to look to go along from around here. Yeah, good signal, good signal. We'll be careful. It's a terrible day. Like I said on the daily. Oh my days. On the daily, we look like we're gonna go even lower, but on the 4 hour even, we're quite tight. So honestly, if you can find a 4 hour upward signal, I'd say definitely enter there, right? That is peak performance moves. It'll be brilliant for us. Obviously, sometimes it happens like this, right, where you kind of want to look to exit on a lower time frame, right, just because it's worrying. But I'm gonna enter this trade live right now, guys, for the cause, because I want to make the bread. Oh my days. Lag is real. One second. I'm gonna show you guys how I'd execute a trade. So obviously you'd open your platform or whatever. I'm not gonna show you my platform. But I trade on BitUnix, right? And I'm gonna go mega long, right? As soon as it loads up. The thing is, right now I'm streaming and I'm also sharing my screen on Discord, I think. So guys, yeah, this is the live flag. Yeah, I was about to enter, but I'm glad I didn't. I don't know what's going on in my account, guys. I'm trying to enter a trade live for you guys, but it's not doing what I want it to do. Alright, I should be able to do it now. I wish we had a live DJ. That'd be brilliant. I'm just hoping it stays entry for a little second longer. Because ETH is now down 5% in the day, right? I tried to trade against the trend because I tried to catch these reversals. Why is my account being weird? Oh my goodness. This is a sign that we shouldn't enter this trade. Yo, Mxthaius, yo, Ninja, you guys there?
Yep.
Bro. Yeah, here, bro.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. I have to enter on my fucking phone instead of my... Okay, we're in. Set a tight stop loss. Going for around maybe 30% loss, right? So this is the trade we entered.
I don't think you're sharing your screen, bro.
Huh? I'm on.
I don't think you're sharing it.
I'm sharing it on the Twitch.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna
Let's go watch
target.
that, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We're targeting the point of liquidity. We set our take profit to. We'll measure this. So we're on 200x, so we want. I think it's 0.5% for 100%. So we want to take partials here, right? Where this white line is, right? This is a low risk trade. Obviously, we're not making. No, we are making quite decent amounts. We're risking not a lot of the position, and our stop loss is so tight that it means that if we make a trade, it will make up for all these other trades that we've made. That's why we try to keep a risk to reward of hopefully around 1 to 10. This one's 1 to 9. That's purely because of that's the target. But this here is at the bottom of the range, so it's a good place to enter a trade. And we've also got a lot of confluences. Obviously, this is the 1 minute, so we're not looking for confluences on this chart, but we are for the 15-minute, which we just got an indicator of a buy signal from. So, big mega bullish. Good sign. The RSI is looking good too. The thing I would imagine is not looking good is probably the MACD. I mean, not the MACD, the DMI. The MACD is probably looking like it's going to start changing trend. But, we're probably going to see, hopefully, a big push from right around here. But to be honest, what we'll probably see is about like a bit of volume around this area. So, the stop loss that I put might be a bit tight, but well, what can I say? We want to avoid these big moves downwards so that we don't end up in minus $200 and then come back, because it's just awful, man. We don't want to have a heart attack. We want to relax whilst we're trading, right? It's okay to lose, right? If you got good risk to reward, you're chilling. You're not losing too much. Yeah, you're pretty much like the casino, right? But you are the house. You know what I mean? So, yeah. In terms of what can I expect, right? I've just entered the trade because we are looking like we're bottoming out of the. We are looking like we're possibly bottoming out, and I can possibly catch some scalps or even maybe hit TP, which I want a 9 to 1, 1 to 9 TP. So, yeah, keep your strategy good, guys. That's futures for you. It's really risky stuff, so you don't want to risk a lot. And you should never be 100% confident about anything. Always know that there is always a chance that you could lose. Something could happen at any time. So keep your risk low and your reward high. Obviously, take some profit so that if it does go back to your your break even, then you're not losing too much. You've actually gained some, and you made up for some of the fees, because I'm telling you, these fees can be fucking murderous, man. But yeah, what else can I say to you guys? Be careful, be ready. If we start to break below, I'd say if we start to break below these points right now, you call it a really good time, because we are at the bottom of the RSI, and there's a whole trend that we should be following right now. Yeah, below these points it would break the trend, and that's not what we want. It would mean that it's gonna go down to 58k, and be wary of the Trump news and the news of the war, because that can also affect what you're doing. To be honest, if I was not a seasoned trader, I would probably avoid trading in these conditions. Dangerous stuff. But yeah, guys, I wanna hand it over to either, I think, Mxthaius or Ninja, or I don't know who.
Yeah, next.
You?
Yep. Awesome. GM, guys. Hope everyone's well. Again, thank you for having me on the stream again. Today I'm gonna get a quick breakdown, and I'm try not to take too much of your time up today, but this is a big topic to go over. So the topic I'm going to be going over today is how I would build a startup today as a developer. So there I want to talk about something very practical. How I would build a startup today as a developer if I had to start from zero. Not with a big team, not with funding, not with months of planning, but with starting with just skills, tools, and an idea. Because the reality is today is this: there has never been a better time to build than now. But at the same time, there has never been as much noise, more tools, and more confusion about where to start. So instead of overcomplicating things, I'm going to break this down into a simple approach, how I would actually do this step by step. So starting with the first thing I would focus on is the problem and not the idea. So this is where most people get it wrong. People sit down and try to think of a startup idea, but the best products don't come from random ideas, they come from real world problems. So instead of asking, what should I build? I would ask, what is something that people find annoying, slow, repetitive, or frustrating? That could be a process that takes too long, something people complain about often, something that could be automated, or something that just has a poor user experience. Because if you solve a real problem, you do not have to convince people to care, they already do. Moving on to the second thing I would do is build the simplest possible version of the solution. And I really mean simple, not perfect design, not complex architecture, no extra features, just does it work? This is where a lot of developers slow themselves down. They try to build something that looks like a finished product from day one. But the truth is, your first version is not supposed to be impressive, it's supposed to be functional. So instead of building version 10, I would focus on version 1, the smallest version that proves the idea works, because once something works, you just have to you have to prove something is real before you can improve it. The third thing I would like to go over is the use of tools as leverage. Today, developers have access to an insane amount of tools. AI can help you write code, debug, and explain things. Frameworks can speed up development, APIs that you plug into existing systems instead of building everything from scratch. So I wouldn't try to do everything manually. I would focus on speed, because at the end of the day, you're not rewarded for writing the most code. You're rewarded for solving the problem. And the faster you can go from idea to working product, the better your chances of actually succeeding are. The fourth thing I would like to go over is get real users involved as early as possible. This is one of the most important steps. A lot of people build in silence. They build in the backgrounds, they just work on their workflow, their dev flow, and then, they don't actually focus on building a system where people can actually get involved in. They spend weeks or months creating something only to release it and realize nobody actually needs it. So instead, I would show people early, even if it's not perfect, even if it's basic, and even if it's slightly broken, because feedback is more valuable than assumptions. Users will tell you what makes sense, what doesn't, what they actually care about, and what they completely ignore. And that insight is what shapes a real product into becoming a real life use case. Moving on to the fifth thing I would focus on is improving what actually matters. Once you have something that works and people use it, it becomes very tempting to add more features. But more features doesn't always mean more value. So instead, I would focus on a few key things here: making the product faster, making it easier to use, and making the core function more reliable. Because users don't care about how many features you have, they care about whether the product solves their problems well. So I think the best improvement is not adding something new, but making something that already exists way better than it already is. Another thing I would think is important today in understanding how AI fits into development. So AI is changing how developers work. It can help you move faster, it can help you get unstuck, and it can reduce a lot of repetitive effort. But it doesn't replace thinking and logic. It doesn't replace judgment, and it doesn't replace understanding the problem. So the advantages today is not just using AI, but using it properly, knowing when to rely on it and when to think things through yourself. Because the developers who combine both will always be more effective. I see this thing where people are relying heavily on OpenClaw and just prompting it once and letting it run through and then getting, a finished version at the end. However, being unable to iterate your product as you go through it and being unable to actually understand the logic as you go through it means you are left with a product that you have completed but don't fully understand. Now, if I had to summarize this entire approach, I would break it down like this. First, find a real problem. Second, build the simplest version possible. Third, use tools to move fast. Fourth, get users involved early. And fifth, improve what actually matters. That's it. It's simple, but it works. And I think the most important shift today is that the advantage is no longer just being able to code. There are a lot of people who can code, don't get me wrong, and many people can code. But the real advantage is useful quickly. To take an idea and turn it into something real, test it, improve it, and keep moving forward. That's what separates people who get stuck from people who actually create things. So if I was starting today, I wouldn't focus on being perfect. I would wait until I knew everything I could possibly know. And I wouldn't try to build something massive from day one. I would start very small, I would move very fast, and I would focus on solving something real. So to close, I'll say this. We're in a time where one developer can build things that used to take entire teams weeks, if not months, to complete. The barrier to entry is lower than ever, but the difference now is execution. The people who win are the ones who actually build, actually ship, and actually improve. Being a developer today is not just about writing code, it's about turning ideas into reality quickly, effectively, and consistently. And if you can do that, then you're way ahead of most people. And that's all I have to say today. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dev. Thank you, Dev. Thank you for the Dev section. Halima, are you ready to help heal the world of this trauma and pain?
Yes, I am.
I'm ready for love. Check, check. Can you guys hear Halima?
No. We can't.
Nope, not yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
But it's wait, I don't think they can hear me.
Welcome to the 24th episode of Mycelink. Okay, I'll turn on my camera. Is this Twitch? We're in Twitch.
Could you, Cryzo, show Halima? You've got to click on it, I think, as well.
Don't worry, I got it.
There we are.
Okay, let's go. Welcome to the 24th episode of Mycelink. My name is Halima, I am Ninja's wife, and today we are entering a wealth emergency meditation. Find a comfortable position. Let your body settle. Let your mind slow down. You are exactly where you need to be. Before we begin, I want you to understand something that will change everything. Wealth is not something you chase. It is something that you earn through exhaustion or prove through struggle. Wealth is a frequency, and your only work right now is to tune into that frequency. Not to figure out how, not to map the when, just to feel what it feels like to already be there. That feeling, that is the doorway. So let's walk through it. Close your eyes. Breathe with me. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. One more. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Beautiful. You're already shifting. Not because anything outside of you changed, because you chose to change your inner state. And that is where every fortune begins. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of an ancient forest at twilight. The air is warm and still. The last light filters through the canopy in threads of amber and violet. Beneath your feet, you can sense it, a vast living network of mycelium, pulsing with light. This network has been here for centuries, silently connecting, nourishing, transferring resources from abundance to scarcity without hesitation, without judgment. Now watch. The mycelium begins to glow, not just white, but gold, emerald green, deep violet, sapphire, all the colors of wealth as it materializes in the physical world. And you realize this network is not only beneath you, it runs through you. Every cell in your body is a node in this infinite web of prosperity. When someone in Lagos closes a deal, you feel it ripple through. When someone in Seoul makes their first crypto trade, the network hums. When someone in Sao Paulo breaks a family poverty cycle, your own wealth expands because abundance is not a competition. It is a shared frequency. This is the Mycelink truth. We are not separate. We are not competing. We are one vast organism of collective abundance. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. Exhale for 7. Now, before we go on further, I want to invite you into something different. Most of us have been taught that wealth comes from action, from hustling, from finding the right opportunity at the right time, from figuring out the how and the when and the where. But what if your work right now is simpler than that? What if your only job in this moment is to feel what prosperity feels like before any condition has changed? Not to plan it, not to strategize it, but just to feel it. So let's try. Stay with me. What does it feel like to be prosperous? It feels like ease. Say that softly to yourself. Ease. Repeat after me. Ease. Freedom. Ease. Elevating. It feels like freedom, no heaviness, no scarcity gripping your chest. It feels like waking up and knowing everything is handled. Can you imagine that? Waking up with no anxiety, just ease. Can you feel ease in your body, in your cells? It feels like fun, like lightness, like sitting somewhere beautiful and smiling. Not because you're surprised by what you have, but because you've always known. You've always known what's coming. Ease, freedom, fun, and fullness. No conditions needed to change you to access this feeling. Nothing had to happen. No one had to pay you. No deal had to close. No drugs involved. Just ease. You found this frequency on your own. And that is the most powerful financial move you will ever make. Now that you're holding this feeling, welcome everyone to the receptive mode. Ideas begin to arrive, not from panic, not from formal, but from clarity. The right thought at the right time. The inspiration that wakes you at dawn and won't never let go. This is how wealth moves. Feeling first, then thought, then action, then manifestation. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. And exhale for 7. Now, imagine your ancestors gathering behind you. Not just 2 or 3 generations. Go back further, centuries. See them. Farmers, traders, healers, warriors, dreamers, and survivors. They didn't have the tools you have, and they couldn't see what you can see. But they carried something forward through impossible odds. A spark, a will, a refusal to be extinguished. This spark lives in your DNA right now. Feel their hands on your shoulders. They are not watching you. They are working through you. Every smart move you make, they celebrate. Every risk you take with wisdom, they take with you. Every Satoshi you accumulate, every portfolio you build, it is their dream manifesting through your hands. Now shift forward. See your descendants, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Your descendants you will never meet. They are living in homes you secured, starting businesses with your capital, traveling to places you opened up for them, making choices not because they have to survive, because they want to thrive. You are the bridge. You are the Mycelink, the turning point. This is not pressure. This is purpose. Inhale for 5. Hold for 3. Exhale for 7. Repeat these words after me as truth you are remembering. I am a wealth warrior in a digital renaissance. My decisions create legacy, not just income. I move with precision, not panic, not FOMO, only strategy. The market does not scare me. I study it, I respect it, and I ride it. I hold what deserves to be held. I release what needs to be released. Inhale for 5. Hold for 3. Out for 7. My wealth uplifts my family, my community, and my network. I am not greedy. I am responsible for creating abundance. Every setback is recalibration. Every dip is opportunity. I trust my intuition as deeply as I trust the data. Fear is information, not instruction. Inhale for 5. Hold for 3. And out for 7. I am patient with compounding and bold conviction. Through Mycelink, I am never alone in this journey. Now bring awareness to your body. Starting at the crown of your head, imagine gold light pouring in. This is abundance. This is consciousness entering your system. From your crown, abundance flows to your third eye, sharpening your vision, your foresight, your ability to see opportunities others miss. Now down to your throat. You speak wealth into existence. Your words carry authority. Your voice commands rooms. Now it flows to your heart. You feel gratitude for what is coming, as if it's already arrived, because emotionally it has. Down through your solar plexus, your power center, where you decide, where you act, where you hold your ground. Into your sacral space, creativity, flow, magnetic attraction. You are a magnet for aligned abundance. Now down through your root, grounded, stable, unmovable. Diamond hands are not a meme. They are your nature. This golden light flows through your legs into the earth, connecting back to the mycelium network beneath you. You are a living circuit of wealth. Energy in, energy out, always flowing, always abundant. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 3 seconds. And exhale for 7. I want you to experience something beautiful, a memory from the future. It is 5 years from now. You are sitting somewhere extraordinary, wherever your heart has always wanted to be. You are looking at your portfolio, your assets, your life, and you are smiling. Not because you're surprised, but because you knew. You've always known. You remember this moment right now. This is the moment you locked in. The moment you stopped doubting, stopped hesitating, stopped playing small. Don't try to figure out how you're going to get there. Just feel what it feels like to be there. Ease, freedom, fun, and fullness. Your family is taken care of. Your mind is at peace. Your legacy is secured. And here is what you know with absolute certainty. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a miracle. It was a decision. And you decided. You kept deciding every single day. That future is not waiting for you. It is calling you forward. It is pulling you into alignment. Feel that pull right now. Let it move through your crown, to your third eye, down to your throat, into your heart, through your solar plexus, to the sacral area, and to the root. Let it move through your whole body. Place both hands over your heart. Feel the warmth. Feel the rhythm of your heart. The life force moving through you. This is the most powerful technology you possess. Not your phone, not your hardware. This, your beating heart. You are living consciousness. Your ability to feel your way into life. Repeat after me. I am the wealth I seek. I am the change I create. I am the ancestor my future honors. I move with wisdom, I build with purpose. I hold with conviction. The network flows through me. The legacy starts with me. I am ready. I am worthy. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 3. Out for 7. Inhale for 5. Hold for 3. And out for 7. One more time. Inhale for 5. Hold for 3. Out for 7. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your head up high. Keep the crown balanced on your head. Gently blink your eyes open. Notice how you feel, grounded, clear, powerful, and connected. This frequency is your new baseline. You do not have to chase it. You have activated it. It lives in you now. And every time you return to this feeling, this ease, this freedom, this fullness, you are making the most important investment of your life. Welcome back. Welcome to Mycelink.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
All right, check.
Check.
Check. Is my check.
Yep, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, so last bit of the stream, macro meme coins with Ninja. Hopefully everyone is feeling refreshed after Halima's health and wealth meditation. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen right now. Let's check, is this sharing on Twitch? First proper Twitch stream. 30 years old. Damn, I'm such a millennial. These Gen Z kids would never know what it's like to be 30 and doing your first Twitch stream. Let's check. No, it's not sharing. Cryzo, technical support, please. Cryzo. Where's this guy gone? 1 second, guys. Yo, G, you need to make it so my screen share is showing in the live, G. Okay.
1 second.
Sec. Okay. Give it a sec, guys. Cryzo is on the technical support. It was Cryzo who set up the Twitch. We are all Twitch noobs. So we're new to this. But we're glad we have made the switch from Zoom webinars to now Discord webinars. If you're not inside the Discord, join us. Click the link in the Twitch bio. You'll find the Discord there. And we'll onboard you one-on-one before getting into our signals chat.
Thank you, Cryzo, for setting us up with Twitch. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go. Sharing screen now.
All right, let's double check that on the Twitch. Make sure it's there. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. So, quick tweet string that I did a couple of days ago for today's webinar. Let's have a look at this on-chain metrics. This is the short-term holder supply and profit and loss ratio by charts.checkonchain.com. I gave you guys a screenshot and also the link so you can go to this on-chain indicator. Short-term holder being those holding Bitcoin for 155 days or less, but I like to call this the Rastafari on-chain indicator because it's red, yellow, and green. As we can see that we are just about crossing this line here. Basically, when we cross this dash line here, it means that the majority of people who bought Bitcoin in the past 155 days are in break even. When we're in this line here, it means that 95% of people who bought BTC in the past 155 days are in max pain. This is kind of like an on-chain RSI. As you can see, we are creeping out of this red zone into the orange zone and hopefully into the green zone. So Bitcoin is still at a general good buy, maybe not the exact sniper price. As Cryzo said, it could go to 58k. This is the next model, also by charts.checkonchain.com. It's an original pricing model. As you can see here, for a very long time, since the 20th of October 2023, Bitcoin has remained over its true mean price. Bitcoin has remained only now have we gone just below the true mean price and going closer to the realized price. So this is an indication of undervalued. We spent the whole of 2023 below this true mean price metric, followed by an insane run from late 2023 all the way to early 2026. So this is another long-term buy signal. Some cool stuff about Bitcoin. The BlackRock have gone from 0 BTC to 3% of the entire supply in 14 months. Satoshi, the original founder, who we don't know, of Bitcoin, obviously, the original Satoshi wallet has 1.1 million BTC, and that was acquired in 24 months. At this pace, BlackRock surpasses the creator of Bitcoin by 2027. The Bitcoin ETF became the fastest growing fund on Wall Street history. And what's even crazier is half the buyers never owned a BlackRock product before. Bitcoin is how they're acquiring an entire new generation of clients. Also, the US national debt has climbed to a new record high of $39 trillion. As those who attend Mycelink regularly, I like to have a look at this metric on finance.figisolutions.net, just looking at the available liquidity in the Fed. It's been on a gradual downtrend, to be honest, since January 2024, and I expect, especially with Kevin Walsh being the new appointed Fed chair in Trump's cabinet, for this liquidity to inject within the mid to long term during Trump's reign, and for this TJ savings account, which has a inverse relationship with liquidity, to come down. Let's have a quick look at crypto. Crypto fear and greed index right now is at 25. Oh, we've just gone a bit lower. I don't think we will go to the historic lows of number 5 at the start of February 2026. I do think that this is the lowest crypto has gone. So I think even if we hit 58k, I don't know if the fear and greed index will be that low, just because I think we've seen most things. Hyperliquid, I think, is a really, really great spot bet in this market. I've witnessed some amazing price action from Hyperliquid, especially when the market is falling, and this seems to be holding resilient. If those who don't know, Hyperliquid is the biggest decentralized futures platform in the world. What else we got? What else we got? Meme coin pick of the week, as I said in the Mycelink Discord. I really like this meme coin wizard. Shout out to Lanrai who put me on this. I think searching through the trenches, this is one of those things. It's one of those things that I'm getting exposure to. And for those who don't know, I like to do something called the refund trade. So the refund trade would be, let's say, for example, I could get in right now. I'll size in, and then basically at 30-40%, I'll clip off my original because you never know when a meme coin might dump. But I think this has extreme virality potential. If I play this audio, can you guys hear? You guys hear that? So the narrative behind this is there is an original creator called Mimo FR, and this guy has been creating this kind of content since 2022. He has a big Instagram, so it's like one of them creator coins where. So for those that don't know, in the trenches in the meme coin world, there's what's called creator coins, and it's where the crypto community finds cool creators who have nothing to do with crypto. Like these guys are not in the crypto world, but they've been making dope shit for a while. And then the crypto community just makes a coin about their shit and then gives them the fees. This has now been co-signed by Mimo FRL, and he's been making this, as he calls it, wizard tour for literally 4 years. And if you've been on the internet long enough, you know that. So this might go viral. Yeah. You can also have a look at his he's got loads of stuff. He's got a beat store, got drum kits. You can listen to him on YouTube and Spotify. He's got, I think, 155,000 listeners last time I checked. Let's just check. Again, the artist did not 133,000. The artist did not create a coin. The community, as in somebody in the world, decided that this artist is dope. He's under-recognized because crypto and the trenches is all about, you know, finding narratives, right? So this guy's been making music for years and years, putting out what he likes to call wizard core. I think the music's dope, personally. He's not a crypto guy, a crypto person, and the crypto community decided to create a coin about his stuff. If you just look at this on basic TA, this is a pretty good damn TA. Wouldn't you guys agree? It's a pretty good chart, right? Anything can happen. But yeah, this is the meme coin pick of the week. As I said in the Mycelink Discord, if you're not in the Discord yet, do join. Let me just show you guys on Ninja's channel. Sec. Here's the yeah. Let me just peep the Mycelink Twitch. I just want to make sure everything's streaming. One sec. Is this coming up on stream? Twitch.com/Mycelink. Give me a sec, guys. Twitch. Give me a sec, guys. With Discord noobs. Okay. Interesting. It is not showing. Okay, what I want to do is I'm just gonna reshare my screen. Give me a sec. Stop sharing. Share entire screen. Share entire screen here. And then I go over here. Is this working? No, it's not. Oh, now it's working on the screen. Yeah, cool. So as you can see, Ninja's channel, Ninja, that's me. I showed this 2 days ago. I got a position over here. Dead screener, it's been a while. Do your own research. Wizard, smoking wizard. Big ups to Landrai for the shill. So I said this on the 20th of the 3rd. It's now the 22nd of the 3rd. I don't like to show memes once and dip. I'm not a meme scalper. I like kind of DCAing, spot investing, and then I like to revisit my conviction. So I revisited the conviction today, and my conviction is as strong, if not stronger than 2 days ago. So Smoking Wizard is the meme coin of the week. What else we got? Let's have a look at the macro. Still waiting on the PMI Purchasing Managers Index. 3 previous green lines represent the 4 previous euphoric bull markets. Until this crosses like closer to 55, 56, usually that's the level when euphoria starts kicking in. DXY, the strength of the dollar. We are on the lookout for the dollar to reduce in strength. That would be positive for risk on assets, or historically speaking. Still waiting for this to form out. Interestingly enough, DXY and USD GBP, I'm not a Forex guy, they look like pretty similar charts. So yeah, that would make sense, right? If the dollar gets stronger, it costs more Great British pounds to change into the dollar. Mind you, let us not forget that in August 2022, 96 cents equals £1. 96 cents. 96 pence equals $1. The dollar and pound were almost 1 for 1. In very recent times, right? That was literally 4 years ago. People are quick to forget about this. I'm watching. This ninja might enter a Forex trade. Who knows? Real estate market, strangely, is... Oh, never mind. I was going to say strangely holding up, but we've gone back to the 200 on the SIXRE, which we've been for a very, very long time. That's the real estate market in the S&P 500. And this index here, which is the iShares Global Real Estate Index, we've basically reset back to where we were at the start of 2025. So S&P 500 looking bearish. Oh gosh. Not bullish on stocks right now. Not bullish on stocks at all. This is a clear break of structure. How low can the S&P 500 go? Potentially 6132. 6132. Until we get a confirmation of a bottom, and the bottom could be in, but I think the bottom should at least be here. Until we get a tap and we get a higher high and a higher low, then expect more downside in the S&P 500, which is basically the whole stock market. Again, the US 30 looks exactly the same, even more bearish. The Nasdaq, exactly the same. We can see here that we had the high in October 2025. We had a lower high at the start of the year, and now we've had lower highs and lower lows, basically confirming a further drop in the Nasdaq. If you're looking for shorts in the stock market or looking at short-term options, I would look at downside options in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. Taiwan Semiconductors also bearish. FTSE 100 also bearish, of course. Gold. This is very interesting. We expected, well, a lot of the trading community expected this gold to break out towards the upside. It is broken to the downside. Now, it's very interesting how gold is dumping. Silver's dumping amidst all this fear. Shouldn't the money be going into gold and oil? These should be the safe havens, but this is a trader's market. So instead of always focusing on the reason why things are happening, in terms of a qualitative reason. Sometimes you just gotta let price action do its thing, yeah, you gotta let price action do its thing and take the opportunities where they come. Silver also, I have a theory that silver will tap this level here, and then that'll be the long, but we'll see. The Russell 2000. Oh God, we waited so long for this to break all-time highs just for it to go back to the November 2024 low. Can we go back down to November 2025? I think so. There's no reason why the bottom 2,000 companies in the S&P 500 would start going up amongst all this fear. Copper, following the rest of the commodities market, also falling. Copper gold ratio, however, is showing early signs of strength, but it's too early to say because previous times it has been subject to false positives. Of course, when we see copper outperform gold, the last time was over here in 2021. This is when we typically turn into a risk on environment. This is the lowest the copper gold ratio has been historically since, I don't know when, but since 1998. It has never been this low. This is the lowest it's ever been. So even though the market is squeezing us out, I think we will have a huge generational upside opportunity, just not in the time frame that we all wanted it. Oil. I'm not FOMOing into oil. I wish I held my longs longer in oil. I would be willing to take an oil trade if oil USD or Brent USD hits a good support. Let's say we hit 92. I'll be looking at oil trades. I don't want to short oil in the range because we can break out from this range at any point. If we do get a quick sell-off, I think you can get some good longs on oil. Nvidia. Yes, Nvidia will be coming down in my opinion. I think Nvidia will come down to 152. It's currently 175. Have your alerts at 152 as a first DCA into the range of 129, I think. But I think Nvidia has a good bit to drop, just like the rest of the market. There is no reason why Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, there's no reason why these assets wouldn't continue to drop further. Meta, as you can see, I've just skipped through your Magnificent Seven, or most of them, and they all look bearish. They all topped out in Q2 to Q4 2025, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go near the April 2025 tariff lows. Sensational buying opportunity on these stocks. 70% upside to all-time high from Meta if it goes back to the tariff lows. So yeah, be cash heavy in my opinion. De-risk for now. It's not the time to be on ultimate bull by the dip. I do think it's a trader's market, and if you can trade these levels well, like let's say it starts bouncing up here, I think that's going to be a really good long. Then I think it's going to reject. This is the kind of journey that I would expect Meta to fulfill. Tesla. Oh, by the way, you guys can trade stocks on BitUnix. So once you're in our Discord, we'll sign you up to BitUnix, and yeah, you can trade on-chain leverage stocks on BitUnix. Let me just go to Mycelink X. I'm gonna retweet some stuff from BitUnix. Let's just go to the BitUnix X. Yeah, you can now trade stock futures on BitUnix. Tesla, MicroStrategy. They've just added Tesla, Microsoft, and Circle. So yeah, if you find the opportunities, can trade it. Crypto total market cap. Right now, we are lower than we were in March 2024 and lower than we were in October 2021. It's crazy to think there's less money in crypto right now than there's as much money in crypto right now than 5 years ago. Right now, what a journey it's been. And what an astronomical journey. After we get one more flush out, we're going to the moon. In fact, there is. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah. Yes, look at this. Look at this long-term TA that I did. Look how, if you really, really zoom out, Bitcoin, before going on an astronomical run, what has it done historically speaking? It has retested the previous high, where the previous high was the resistance, and the previous high was the exponential breakout. It retested here back to the heights of the 2017 bull market. What have we done here? We've retested the heights of the previous 2021 bull market, 21, 17. We've basically now coming to the end of a super flash crash bull market, and then we're gonna go to the moon. Hold on, guys. We got a couple more months. Top stock pick for me is MicroStrategy. The market cap of MicroStrategy is $40 billion. So there's more money in Solana than MicroStrategy. I love Solana. MicroStrategy have 3% of all of Bitcoin in existence, around over 3% actually. I think that MicroStrategy could be an Nvidia type play, where I think that this could be a $1 trillion company, meaning it has like 20x upside. I think this is ultra price suppression over here. I even think that MicroStrategy on a binary choice is actually better spot investment at today's price than BTC itself. Super far from the highs. I don't see a world where MicroStrategy doesn't go on an insane generational run, and I think right now is basically showing the signs of reversal. Now, I understand that everything is falling, right? S&P 500 is falling, Nasdaq is falling, but this has been falling for so long that it needs to squeeze. Well, it doesn't have to, but it needs to squeeze out this price suppression, in my opinion. It's one of the only stocks that are a stock buy right now, right? Nvidia, Microsoft, Facebook is not a stock buy right now. It's a wait and see or wait for a good price. The good price in MicroStrategy is literally right now, guys. I don't see a world where MicroStrategy drops really below 102, or the train could already be starting right now. MicroStrategy has not really dumped hard amidst crypto dumping. Another great stock, in my opinion, is Coinbase, though I am waiting for it at 178. Last but not least, I'm just gonna tweet something out and then talk about it 1 second. All right, I'm gonna share with you guys a trade that me and my boy Toby are in. 1 second. We're doing a 1K 3x long on Pengu, because you know I like my swing trades. And we're averaging down on this today, actually. Increasing our position. 1 second. 1K 3x Pengu long. Adding to position as well. Let me just tweet this out. Boom. Okay. So, beautiful thing about BitUnix is that you only need to sign up with an email. If you've already signed up, don't worry. We can actually put you on our referral link if you've already signed up anyway to get the Mycelink Discord, and then yeah, you can create BitUnix accounts with your homies, right? So I got one with my boy Toby. So we've loaded $1,000 in this 3x Pengu long, and let me give you the thesis behind this, right? So entry price 0.07. 0.07, which is right here. 0.07041. 1 second. Down. 0.7041. Let's get it exact. Boom. Right. Liquidation price 474. 474. 474. Okay. Boom. So obviously at one point we was up. It was up 14%. And then now we're down 10%. And at one point we're break even. Right now, this is good. It's good that we're down. It's good that we're down. Why? Because just like you can average down on spot, you can average down on leverage. So the theory is this, right? Well, this was the theory originally. We put 1K in this trade. This is our liquidation price. We've got cash on the side to reduce the leverage to 2x. So with 2x leverage would bring the liquidation price to, I think, down here. Just double check. I'll make that orange. Would have to be in 50% drawdown. Okay, so around here. Call it there, right? Basically impossible. Although anything's possible. And the basic thought process is if we bought it at this yellow line, which we did a couple of days ago, and we held to all-time high on spot, we'd make just under 7x. But what's 7 times 3? 21. So this is a 20x trade that we're in right now. And we're actually looking to DCA some more into... Sorry guys, we did have the premium version of TradingView, but we don't right now. Long story. But yeah, I'm actually praying that it goes down to like here and we can really average down. Like this would be a beautiful pull down. We'll pull our average price to down here, liquidation price down here, and then we'll be even further away from the high. Like that's a clean 23x on a 3x leverage long. So yeah, that's a trade that I wanted to share with you guys. Proofs in the pudding right here. Besides that, I think we'll leave it there, guys. I think we'll leave it there. Anything the man then want to add? Alrighty. That wraps up the first ever Mycelink Twitch. Thank you. And we'll be online way more often now. Now we got Twitch. Let's get it. Yes, sir.